Sound check. All right. Hi, everyone. This is Star Channel Tarot, and I'm going to be doing a reading to see what's going on with your person. We're going to figure it out. So let's open up. All right. Dynamo, how are you? How did you deal with the Lionsgate? How was it? It was really heavy for me. So, how was it for you? For those of you that are new to my channel, tarot has no gender. I broke down. I had a full situation that led to a panic attack. I talked to fitness, but I could only think of my twin. I tried to call him, but it went straight to voicemail. Oh, I'm sorry, friend. This was a heavy, 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 heavy Lionsgate. For those of you that don't know, we just went through Lionsgate, which is a big energetic movement. And yeah, it was heavy. It's hard. Oh, I talked to friends. Yeah. Man, I'm sorry. I wish I could tell you something differently, but I felt it very, very. Honestly, I wanted to do a live reading on Lionsgate on the 8th on Friday, but it was so heavy. I was like, I can't. I need to stay past, present, future. Past, present, future. Let me see. Please guide me. What is happening? Please guide me. What is happening? Please let me see what is happening. It was too heavy. I couldn't do it. So I texted his roommate, and she said he's home, and then said, wow, it's so weird. He just walked outside and said, it's so weird. I just woke up, and my phone was dead. You got a third party situation here. Okay, what's happening? Okay, what does that mean? What's happening with a compromise? Yeah, I mean, it's a full moon. Oh man, it's just heavy, you guys. Like like once again, I recommend everybody um I recommend everybody ground, take time to self-care. It's just really heavy. You know, people don't understand how heavy it is, or they underestimate. And then people will get really depressed, or, you know, something will happen. And it's heavy energy. All right. So there's been some horrible ending. And this person is thinking of making a compromise. There's a third party involved, but this person is becoming single or a single parent. They could have had a child with this person or could have gotten pregnant. This person could have tried to get pregnant. Something is changing with the third party. Something is changing. What's changing? What's going on? What does this change? Something in divine timing, divine intervention. If your person ran away, it was a divine intervention. So the universe said, your person isn't ready. We're going to freak them out. So they take time apart. Third party. Third party on top of third party. Toxic. So it seems the person they're with, you know, that's something I have to, let me see, Elena, I don't know. Yeah. You know, it's so important right now, especially just treat yourself good. So if you want to go treat yourself to ice cream, go eat an ice cream and enjoy it. Like, don't, you know how sometimes I went to go have pizza, I remember, with a friend of mine a while ago. And as we were eating our pizza, all she kept on doing was like eating it with guilt. And I was like, why are you eating it with guilt? Like, she kept on complaining about how fatty it was and all this stuff. And I was like, dude, you know, this is not, you don't sit here and eat it with guilt. You sit there and you eat it with joy. Like, I'm grateful I have the ability to eat it. I'm grateful I have the digestive system to eat it. I'm grateful I have the money to eat it. I'm grateful. I was like, this is delicious. Enjoy it. Like, we shouldn't feel the guilt over something that is just simple. Yeah, so whatever it is that makes you happy, whether it be going and grabbing a pizza, going and having an ice cream sundae for yourself, sitting and watching your favorite movie, go watch, what is that movie? I'm thinking Midnight Margaritas. Midnight Margaritas. With Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Whatever makes you happy, please do it. Because this is such heavy energy. It's important for you guys to take care of yourself. You are your number one everything for each and every person. So you need to take care of yourself. Oh, that sounds good. It's just, this is such a heavy energy, and people don't, you know, like, that's why when these big movements happen, I try to tell everybody, like, this is going to happen, so you prepare, so you guys know that it's not just you. You're also picking up on the collective of everything. Everybody's going through a bunch of stuff right now, and you're not just feeling your stuff. You're not just feeling your person's stuff. You're feeling the collective stuff. So It's overwhelming. It's really, really. Jenny, how are you? Did you do okay with this? We're not okay. We're also not out of it. We're just coming out of the gate, out of Lion's Gate. But we still have like 4 retrogrades in this month. We just got out of Mercury retrograde. We still have a ton of movements this whole August. So just, be aware. If you start feeling funky, it's not just you. You're picking up on a bunch of people's stuff. And it's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. And people need to be, give yourself grace. Be kind to yourself, because recognize that we're just human beings trying to do the best we can with what we have. We're all just doing the best we can in difficult situations. Your person has a lot of anxiety. Okay, what is this family? Okay, I'm going to ask what this is. So your person is keeping something from you. I don't think they feel comfortable with the third party anymore, because this comfort and safety came out upside down, and they want to move towards security. Safety and comfort is security. So this person is moving away from that. You're supposed to be, as soon as this breakup happens, you'll be getting a call from this person. Friends could have influenced them. What is this unfinished business? Yeah, their insecurities. Oh, man. This is difficult, you guys. Change. Things are changing. Things are changing over here. Things that were hidden are going to come to light. That reminds me, I know it's difficult when your person is with a third party, but also keep in mind, because it's a difficult situation, and a lot of these people are, they're coming back for a quick, hey, how are you? Like a quick fix, like getting their energetic fix, right? And then they're disappearing again. So if they're doing that, they're not ready. They're still being immature. They're still figuring themselves out. But also, if your person is monkey branching from one relationship to the next, that means that they're not healing. So if after they broke up with you, they just went to another relationship, or if they cheated on you, right? I don't know what the timeline is for each and every one of you. That means that they're moving into a relationship to push down their feelings. And if they're pushing down their feelings, hey, House of Pisces, how are your readings? Are you getting the same stuff we're getting? Well, here, let me continue with this. So if they're pushing down their feelings and they're jumping into another relationship without healing, that means that this person is taking advantage of the third party as well. And if they're taking advantage of all these people, like monkey branching, they're like band-aids for emotional healing. I don't know, just dropped in. If they're not doing proper healing, that means that the energy is taking advantage of other innocent people. Why do I say that's important? We are in a time of heavy karma. So if this person is accruing negative karma, it's not good. It's really not good. They're getting stuck in things. So even though it's horrible it's this person's manifesting a new beginning with you. So even though it sucks to say, it's better for your person to have been in a genuine relationship, like actually genuinely love somebody and learn lessons, versus if they were manipulating somebody as a monkey branch. I hope that makes sense. Because one is taking advantage of innocent people, so it's accruing a lot of negative karma, and the other one is genuinely learning their lesson. Because like I said, I always bring my little chakra thing out. These are when you start opening up to spiritual gifts, your crown chakra and your third eye chakra open up, okay? So that's up here. But down here, these are all the chakras you have to open up before you get up here. So these are, once you're residing up here, you can't teach these lessons. So if your person hasn't learned these lessons and you're up here, then your person still has to learn these lessons in order to open up and align. So what happens? Divine timing, divine intervention. There's a separation that shows up to separate you guys. And in that time, there'll be a third party that shows up to interfere, to bring a lesson. But if your person doesn't take it genuinely, they're going to keep on repeating the lesson. I know it sucks, but it's better for your person to have actually loved whoever they were with and learned a lesson so that they can return to you, instead of having everybody be disposable, because nobody's disposable. You, your person, the third party, everybody is of value. Everybody. They'll be back. Love spell. They could feel like there's a love spell between you guys. There's magic happening. Maybe this person was using your person for money. You're being protected. You're going to go on some kind of getaway. Okay, let me put these away. They're returning. Let me pull some more cards and see what's happening. Let me see. Oh no, we just started House of Pisces. I was just asking, I'm assuming you do readings as well, and how your readings are turning out. Like if you're getting the same information that we're getting, to see how everything is going over on your side. Pretty sure my significant person did pick a third party that was disposable because they were scared of having feelings. Yeah. It sucks too, because they're never going to learn the lesson. Because it's instead of going to therapy, instead of getting medicine for, working on your broken shoulder, say, and you're going to physical therapy and you're going to the doctor and getting x-rays, it's like putting a patch on it and saying, all right, I'll be better. You may feel good with the patch. They're like those patches that are hot, which I love, but it doesn't cure anything. You're not solving anything. A lot of wild third parties and magic and spell work stuff coming out in my last. That's what we just had right now. Third and magic. So, House, was your third party causing magic? Or was your person doing magic? Or were you doing magic? Let's see what Anything else about the third party? Please, can we see what's happening with the third party? Please show us what's happening with the third party. Because we just got that, so now it's making me wonder whether the third party is doing spell work or who's doing spell work. Okay. What's happening with the third party, please? Okay, what does that mean? Mostly third parties and possibly trying to spellcast to change the significant party's choice to move forward. You know, the only thing with spell work is if you're vibrating at a higher level, then they can't touch you. Happiness is flying off of the table. Let me put these all together so you guys understand what I'm saying. So I don't feel like they're happy with the third party is what I mean. Because the happiness flew out. Yeah, look. Over here, that's where love lies. Not on the third party. This person has regrets. They want to reconnect. This was divine intervention. That's what I just said. So this person could have been non-committal. They're hiding their feelings, but they're moving away from this sex. It was just sex. Because maybe this person needed a release, but they're going through some kind of spiritual awakening now. And they want love, they want home. They know they broke your trust, but they've been healing. They're trying to be brave. They're looking toward the future. And there's justice coming. There's going to be a harsh ending here. We have 2 cards of endings. Hey, honey. Hi, Eli. Uh-huh. Okay. So if you guys want to do a super chat, you can hit the little money sign and we'll do a super chat, or you can email me and we'll do a reading. Whatever choice you guys want to do. Okay. Third party. What's happening? Have you been dealing with the Lionsgate, Eli? Please let me see. Please let me see what's happening. Please let me see. Please let me see it. Please let me tap in. What is happening? What is happening? Please let me see. There's a separation happening, confirmation. This person is thinking about you. So as they open up to love, they want to communicate with you. And if you guys remember now, I've taken out 3 decks to confirm this. This is the 3rd deck. I did. Oh, that's good. That's good. Meditation right now. Even right now, we're still in the shadow aspect of the Lionsgate. It's still going to take effect because this is a very powerful portal. Let me see who's watching you. Because it could be the third party. You could also have the third party stalking you. Or it's your person. Let's see who's stalking you. Please let me see. Could you tell me who's stalking the viewer? Is that the third party or is it the SP? Who's watching? King of Swords. I think it's your person who's stalking you. Nine of Swords. They're not sleeping at night. Knight of Cups. They want to come towards you with some kind of offer. High Priestess. They feel a deep 5D connection. Ace of Swords, they're coming in with communication. Ace of Swords, Ace of Swords, Nine of Swords, Knight of Swords. This is a lot of swords. 10 of Wands. They feel so overburdened right now. They can't handle this pain. And we have a major arcana. Their soul is calling them to do this. But it's very interesting. Look at all the swords. So that means your person is overthinking a lot. They're thinking about things a lot. How to say things to you. I don't even know how she knows who I am, though. The disposable third party caught her watching me online. That makes sense. That makes sense. Me just cord cutting and releasing everyone for Lionsgate. No, that makes sense. Okay. Your person could have sabotaged this relationship as well, but they're healing. Well, they like you, and it's looking like some kind of union is coming in. Okay, let's take out another deck and see what's happening. Maybe he kept my chats and pics and she went through his phone. Yeah, that could have happened. I mean, there's so many things that could happen. Or your person could have had like a box with your stuff, or sometimes like if they have an Apple TV and they have a phone, FYI, anything that's connected to your phone, the person can just go on the TV and go through your phone. So if they're uploading pictures or something on the phone, you can see. I mean, he shouldn't, or he or she shouldn't, but people do keep stuff, You got a confession coming toward you. And they're experiencing a breakup. They're trying to figure themselves out. So they're trying to figure out what to tell you. This person is trying to move on. There could have been issues where I don't want to say that they're a narcissist, but it was all about them. They're missing the intimacy between you two. Yeah, they want some kind of commitment with you. Okay, let's see what other decks say. True, never thought of that. Ooh. Let's use these. Let's see how your person is feeling right now. I haven't used these in a while. Well, I can tell you guys my highlight for the evening tonight is going to be I'm going to watch He Knows I'm a Witch and read tarot, so it's not like he can play with me, LOL. You know, a lot of times people don't understand what that means, and even though they believe, they don't really put the respect that they should on it. You know, it's like people are, they just don't, you know, you have to have respect for a lot of things in this world, especially things you don't understand. And people just don't care. You know, I'm sure you see people, I don't know, people are dumb. I don't understand this, because it's like with these readings, this energy's returning, and then they return with these crappy little offerings. This person wants to build trust again with you, so they know they broke your trust. So they broke your trust. There wasn't any growth happening. They could have rejected you, walked away, ghosted. They've been healing their anger. They're pissed off. But it's their fault. I feel like they're feeling empty, because I'm like, what is the feeling I get with this? I feel like they feel empty. Not so much hunger, but I feel like they feel empty. Like you're hungry because you're empty. They've been thinking about things a lot, and they're getting filled with anxiety, which is anxiety we had in the other deck. People will say all sorts of things and they don't do any work, you know? There's something that's hidden. You can't be spiritual until you really look at yourself deeply. The good, the bad, the ugly. Every aspect of yourself you have to face your own demons. Creativity. This person is trying to figure out how to talk to you. They're in a lot of pain. They're in a lot of pain. They're trying to figure out how to talk to you. They're trying to figure out creativity, ideation. They're trying to come up with the ideas of how to communicate. They're having faith. They're trying to have faith that things will work out. They're trying to have strength. They love you. Okay. This relationship is protected. Let's go to the next deck. So yeah, if somebody puts some kind of curse on you, it's like just chakra system. Like, think about it. If somebody puts a curse on you and they're down here, working from the root or the sacral or the solar, and you're up here, that means they're stuck. So somebody that's up here puts a curse on you, that's a problem. But, you know, it's like, that's a big lesson in learning, right? Let's see what's coming up with this one. People will say, yeah. All right. This energy, man. It's heavy. Heavy, heavy, yo. Heavy. What are you doing, Fluffy? Come down here, baby. Okay. Let's see what we got here. Cycles. You're going through cycles. You're going through the separation cycle right now. Let's see if I can do it with the whole mirroring. You guys are mirroring each other. If you're feeling under duress or feeling solemn, I feel it too. When you're thinking of me, I'm thinking of you too. Our connection is deep and profound and sometimes difficult to understand. It would be really interesting to find out how the DMs are dealing with this energy right now. But I mean, obviously, who are we going to ask, right? I don't think we have any DMs here. I think it's all DFs. And remember, tarot has no gender. You can be, let's see. Well, this person sees you as magical and powerful. New beginnings and alignment, taking action towards destiny, creator of own reality through powers of manifesting. And they want your forgiveness. I'm seeking your forgiveness even if I can't utter the words. I'm trying to also forgive myself for treating you unfairly, but I am hoping I can quiet my guilt. There's one. Dark night of the soul. Your person's going through a dark night of the soul right now. Which makes sense if you're going through something difficult. Enhanced awareness of identity, an extremely difficult and painful period. Personal and deep development of oneself. This person could have Capricorn tendencies if they're not a Capricorn. So hardworking, ambitious, team player, discipline driven, intelligent, and patient, but also pessimistic, work obsessed, stubborn, greedy, proud, dismissive, rigid, could be cheap. Family ties, takes each other for granted, stops learning from one another, stuck spiritually. Helps each other grow not only as individuals but as spiritual beings. I miss the family we created or the family we could have been. I realize I made a mistake by walking away from my happiness. You're my life partner, my other half, and my confidant. So all of these things, this person is realizing what they lost. They're realizing that you're magical. They want forgiveness. And that's why we're going through a dark night of the soul. Time is ticking. So they're feeling pressure from time right now. So you guys, if you guys have been apart for, this would be somebody who's been apart for a long time. Things moving too fast or not moving at all. Time is difficult to calculate when in union, but feels never ending when apart. Rebuilding, they want to rebuild. Starting over, but better than ever, moving forward with hard work and communication, being honest with one's feelings and aspirations for the connection. So this time apart is teaching them that they want to rebuild, and they're freaking out because they feel like time is going fast. Time is ticking. And they realize that there's a spiritual connection between you guys. Magical and powerful. It's a magical connection, which maybe that's why we got the spell work card. Hold on. Agreed. I think he would have been there for me, but I'm glad his phone was dead, because clearly wouldn't have ended well in the longer run. True. It felt like magic, but his phone was dead, and that his roommate told me he thought it was weird his phone was dead. He doesn't know. I tried to contact him But wouldn't it be in the history when he turns the power on? Spirit drained his battery. He's going through some way radical life changes that I pick up. He's not happy about. Yep, Dark Night of the Soul. Crazy changes. There you go. Changes. 555. All right, let's see what the other one is. We got twin flames. I recognize our intention was intense, and it still burns my soul. It's a connection that can never be broken, but is one that must be balanced in order to move toward each other. The chaser, twin flame. This person is going to chase you. I think I should go here then. I don't know what I did to push you away. Was it something I did? Was it something I said? You told me you loved me and you've never felt this way before. Then why did you leave me? Well, why did you... This person is going to start chasing you. Union and in sync. I want to commit to you. I want to hold your hand in sickness and in health. I want to walk into the sunset with you and never look back. I need to release certain commitments and fully commit to you. So your person is, remember, it's not just third parties they're healing. They're healing whatever emotional trauma they've had. If it's their family that was against you, if it was their friends that were against you, because like if your person was really close to like childhood friends and their childhood friends didn't like you because you're twins. Remember, twins are two people that are age difference, race difference, nationality difference, religion difference, same sex, race, religion, caste, money, social status, education. So you guys are different. So people wouldn't accept you guys. Because you don't fit the dude, I'm just talking about differences and look at what comes out. You guys have differences. So I feel like the people around them are like, oh, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. But that's what it is. That's why it does work. Glow up. You're glowing up. There's something in you as you work on yourself. You're gonna be looking more beautiful, overcoming illness and negativity, feeling confident in being on the right path in life, connecting with others, positive, or this could be your person, positive vibes and a new phase in life because they're going through changes. They're going to chase you. Once they wake up, once they come out of their dark night of the soul, they're going to chase you. They're dealing with karmic partners. They've got a lot of turmoil. I feel my life is falling apart and I don't know what to do. Whatever can go wrong has gone wrong. But the one thing that felt right was you. So that's the third party. So it's showing up again. In separation. So they may be going through the separation with the third party right now. I really think like for you guys, a lot of these people are leaving the third party right now. Whether it's family, if it's a friend that talked smack about you, they're like, whatever, I'm not listening to you anymore. I'm believing the DF, the Divine Feminine. Somebody who's talked ill of you, someone who tainted them, they're finally putting an end to it. Also, if it's a third party, and like I said, they monkey branch from relationship to relationship, they probably picked this person because they saw similarities to you. Whether it's your laugh, whether it's your hair color, whether it's like you both have a big butt, I don't know, whatever it is. They picked a cheaper, acquirable version because they couldn't deal with you. What do I mean by that? If they switch, right? You're already you're a twin. So you're requiring this person to to go through extremely difficult and painful period of becoming self-aware, personal and deep development of oneself. Because to be with you, they have to know themselves. But to be with a third party, they can just be shallow, because these are shallow relationships. These are cheap, shallow relationships. So they'll go through, one, the next one, the next one, the next one. And it's bad because they're accruing negative karma when they're doing this. That's why I said it's better for them to actually meet somebody, fall in love, like genuinely, and have their heart broken and learn the lessons so that they can return, because they're returning. But if they're being dumb with how they're facing these, it's not good. It's going to make their dark night of the soul darker. And also, when they return to you guys after, you've had the difficult conversations, ask them what happened with a third party. And genuinely, like, you really should tell them to go speak to the third party in a mature way. Because this person needs to grow. So they need to learn to communicate. They need to learn to express feelings. I know I acted as if I couldn't make up my mind. They were in and out, they were hot and cold about our relationship, but it was really because I was scared. Scared of hurting you and you hurting me. Okay, here is summer right now when we're going, or it could be next year. June 21st through August 5th, which just passed. Could be next year. We got that ice cream cone. I don't understand our connection and the way I feel when I'm with you. I'm not ready for whatever this is. I cannot handle this right now. I'd rather not think about it. That's what I'm saying. They couldn't handle it. They were afraid of commitment. They were afraid of growth. They're not afraid. Okay. They're not afraid of they're not afraid of shallow commitment. So they would have left you and gone to another girlfriend, another boyfriend, just like jumping, right? Monkey branching. But they're afraid of somebody that actually makes them grow into their best version. Because in order to be your best version, you have to face your demons. Nobody ever gets to some elevated point without facing their demons. Fateful encounter, you've got something that's coming towards you. Destiny. Impossible to avoid. Big impact on future. Questions on belief system. Important life. Something's going to happen that you don't know. That is fate. I acted like I didn't care, but I did. I just needed time and space to think on my own. I didn't want to be tied down by a relationship because I wasn't ready to put in the work. It's exactly what I just said. Desensitized, emotionally detached due to fear or unwanted behaviors. This person's emotionally desensitized. You're making them wake up. They could numb or suppress feelings through drugs, alcohol, some other addictive. They could work out a lot to suppress their feelings. They could be workaholics. So a lot of times these people, when they work a lot, like, oh, I can't, I got to go to work. I have work. People use anything that they can to avoid being present emotionally, because you got to remember, people that have issues being present emotionally probably went through something really traumatic that made them shut down. So if they're going to heal that, they have to go back to that moment in time where they were deeply traumatized, and they have to face that moment. They have to work through the same feelings. They have to work through the same fears. And a lot of people are afraid to do that. This person's obsessed with you. Infatuation. Being carried away by unreasonable passion. Obsessively strong emotions and someone based on physical needs. They probably thought that you were just a lust relationship. They didn't realize it was love. This person's going through some difficult stuff right now. Tumultuous lives, get into trouble, but yeah. Dude, I just talked about childhood trauma, and it says unstable childhood. Very difficult time loving themselves and others. So I'm right. this dark night of the soul is probably having them face things in their childhood. Anything else? Inner and outer turmoil. You guys have a past life relationship, obviously. Telepathic, yes, magical. They feel like you call a lot of attention. This person is going through inner and outer turmoil. They're going through a major dark night of the soul. Tumultuous lives, inner turmoil. Where's that outer turmoil? I saw outer turmoil. Did I put it back in? I acted like I didn't care, but I did. I just needed my time and space to think on my own. I didn't want to be tied down by a relationship because I wasn't ready to put in the work. I was used to being the center of everybody, but your magnetism outweighs mine. I was insecure about that. I had an idealistic view about what a relationship should look like. You challenged that perspective and made me question my whole value system. I didn't understand what you were trying to teach me, but I do now. Your person is going through a very dark period right now, okay? Very dark. So for as heavy as we feel it, let me remind you, I don't know if your person has somebody to talk to. So what do I mean by that? I mean, like, if your person doesn't have anybody to talk to, I'm hoping they have a therapist, but if you don't have anybody, it can be really dark because you also don't have anybody to be like, hey, did you feel, like, even right now when I ask you guys, like, did you guys feel this energy be heavy? And you're like, yeah, I felt it too. Like, everybody who's confirming, it's telling us that we're not alone, right? We're all in the same energetic boat. So if this person doesn't have anybody to talk to about that stuff, that can be really isolating. So they're probably like, what's wrong with me? Why am I so depressed? Like all that stuff, which isn't good. So yeah. Let me see what's going on with this deck. We're going with the Kipper now by Ciro Marchetti. Your person could be depressed. I just saw the depression card again. Yeah, look at this. It could be going through financial issues. Finances. They could be really depressed right now. They want to have union with you. Either there's an age difference or somebody is giving them advice. So there could be an age difference between you two guys, and they want to reconcile. Damn. Whatever income is coming in, I think it's going to give them the bravery to contact you so that they can talk about having some kind of union with you. They want to come, damn, they want to speak to you about honesty and union. Also remember, I don't know if everybody's person is going to show up and be like, hey, let's get married. They love you. There could be an age difference between you guys, or somebody giving them, although I think this is Either, I think this is one of the, either the querent or the viewer. There's an age difference whether you're remember, don't get stuck on the on the on the gender. It's all the identifying markers. But we got 2 cards of marriage already. This person's going to come speak honesty to you. And we had confession coming out. Sex. They could have just used the other person for sex, but why is this like, let me get this deck and ask more. You're going to get communication. Communication is coming. Big change is coming. From whatever money is showing up, there's going to be a big change. We've got the main male, the person who's going to be doing it. Worried. Damn. That could be a judge, the official, or a priest. And we have marriage. So this person could be figuring out how to propose. So what I was saying, it's union. So if it doesn't happen right away, please don't be like, oh, this is, because that's the other thing. Like, if you listen to the people that are the regular viewers, it's frequently the same story. Like, the person will come back and they'll have communication and they won't be ready, and it'll be, and if the querent accepts the person without growth, and they end up on a cycle again, and it ends up being very difficult. And they separate, and then they come back together, and it's like it's a continual cycle. So somebody has to be strong enough to say, hey, I'm not going to get back together with you until you do the work. And until they do the work, if you don't put your foot down, then you're just going to, they'll come back, but they'll go away again because they're going to still be immature. So somebody has to sit there and be like, you know what, this doesn't, thank you, Kipper cards, this isn't going to work for me. You need to grow up and deal with your issues. All right, let's pull one more deck. What deck? We're almost in mid-August, you guys. Can you believe that? Seven of Pentacles upside down. That means somebody wants to move. Take action. Action about what, please? Why? No more time? No more time? What is this? 5 of Cups. Somebody has been in separation and they're depressed. 5 of Cups and 4 of Swords. They've been doing healing work. They're very depressed, which is what has been showing up in the other decks, right? And we had time. Remember, we had time in what was hidden under Twin Flame. That time has been going by, and now we have time again. 2 of Swords. Choice. A choice that needs to be made. Justice. Balancing justice. This is also a choice. For the Hanged Man. So this person is trying to come out of Hanged Man. They want to move on to calmer waters. They want to do this healing. So they want to be able to communicate with you. They've been doing healing work. Because they want to have union, the Lovers. They're going to make a choice. This person could have walked away. This person could have walked away from the union. But here they are. They're coming back. Knight of Wands. They're trying to manifest a new beginning. Queen of Wands, 10 of Wands. This has been very difficult for them. They want to rebuild. They are obsessively thinking about you. They want to come back together. Communication. So what is this person going to do? What is this person's actions? Can you show us actions? Gonna be 2026 in 4 months, dude. 210. Oh, next one is completion. Are we in a 9 or an 8? I thought we were in an 8. 2025. We're in a 9. We're coming into completion year. That's going to be heavy. Your person's going through a transformation. Completion, transformation, death. Wheel of Fortune, something major is going to happen that we don't see coming. And remember, we had that over here in the deck too. Wheel of Fortune, something that you don't see coming. Knight of Swords, it's going to happen fast. Can you tell 8 of Wands that something's fast movement or communication? Can you tell us anything about what's going to happen? What's this Wheel of Fortune? Well, no, what is this transformation? What is this death? What is that? It's not the end, it's a new beginning. Ace of Cups. It's transforming for genuine love. Queen of Swords. This person could be coming in with clarity. Tell me, what is this Queen of Swords? Ace of Swords, 10 of Cups, Knight of Pentacles. So I feel like this person is coming toward you. These could be the two elements of you. So if you're an Empress level, this could be like they're afraid that you're going to cut them down, but they're very attracted to you. Can you tell us about what's coming in? What is this Wheel of Fortune? Be patient. It's coming. Archangel Michael balancing the waters. A decision has been made. 2 of Wands upside down. No. Sorry, I thought 2 of Swords. So this is moving, planning, something, be patient, something that hasn't been planned. So there's been something that has been stagnant, but it's going to start moving. Okay, so this is another thing. If you get 2 cards that are opposite each other, and one is a minor arcana and one is a major arcana, the major arcana always trumps the minor arcana. So it doesn't matter that this person has been stagnant in the 2 of Wands, because we have the Chariot, which is the fastest card in the deck, showing up on top of it. And it's saying, be patient, something's going to happen that you don't see coming. It won't tell us what's coming. The cards are not telling us what's coming. Because I specifically said, can you tell us what this is going to be? And it's going to be movement forward. It's going to cut up the stagnation and just be patient. Movement forward. This person's going through a major transformation, and you're going to be progressing. But Queen of Cups, and this is Pisces, Scorpio. This is Pisces energy. But this person is depressed. They could be going through financial issues. 5-5. 5-5-5. Yo, 5-5-5. Change. 5-5-5. And the World. Why is the World here? Pisces. Why is the World here? Oh, hold on, it fell. Eight of Cups. Hold on. Yeah. 10 of Pentacles on the bottom. So your person is going through financial issues, through issues with communication, through arguments, through anxiety, through competition. They're going through a lot of bad things right now, okay? Just here, but on this spread, but you've seen that in all the other spreads. And they're wanting unconditional love with you. They've been going through a time where they've been reflecting, and the world was underneath all this change, so that it's the end of a cycle, the beginning of a new cycle. And I was like, okay, well, what is this? So it's a cycle that could have been stuck, but there's going to be movement. And how do I know that there's going to be movement? Because you got the Hierophant and the Fool, a brand new beginning. And this is somebody who could have walked away. Somebody who's returning, because you're their 10 of Pentacles. They're stuck on you. We have the Moon. They're afraid. This is highly emotional for them. Five, 5, 5. Big change. And then straight to the world. Taurus, Pisces, Aries, Pisces. The world has Taurus. Hold on, let me remember. I think it has Sagittarius, Leo, I think. I always forget the fourth one. I mean, I don't know what to tell you guys, but the cards are saying you just have to be patient. And I know patience, patience, patience. And especially if you've been waiting for multiple years, you've been waiting for 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. It's easier said than done, right? This person is missing you and they love you. And they have romantic feelings towards you. They love you. Look. A heart, love, and missing you. This person's going to surrender. They're going to make changes. The 3 cards that fell out, look, they're all red. They're all about love. This one has a little heart, and this one says love. You're still on track for this return, you guys. Let me read the messages. Probably see lots of changes next year. Yeah. I mean, you got 5, 5, 5. Major changes are coming, you guys. Big changes. So be ready. Be ready so that you are, remember, whatever it is that you want, you have to prepare too. So speak with honesty. I think we have a delivery guy to show up. Anyway, speak with honesty and speak with love and be gentle and kind with yourselves, you guys, because this is a difficult time. All right, let me see. Working on preparing for 2026. Absolutely. All right, you guys, I love you. You got some good stuff coming to you. You just got to weather the storm. You just have to weather the storm. I love you guys. Going to be a great year for Pisces. Yes, it's going to be a great year for Pisces, you guys. So get ready. All right, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.